Welcome, nature enthusiasts, to another deep dive into the incredible world of the Amazon rainforest. Today, we're exploring a rivalry so unexpected, so epic, it sounds like something out of a blockbuster movie. Forget lions versus hyenas, or eagles versus snakes. We're talking about a true David and Goliath story, but with a twist. We're talking about the epic showdown between the mighty Anaconda, the undisputed heavyweight champion of the Amazon's waterways, and one of the smallest but most formidable forces in the jungle, the army ant. How could a creature weighing just a few milligrams possibly challenge a serpent that can weigh over 500 pounds? It seems impossible, right? Well, stick around, because the answer lies in a masterclass of strategy, communication, and sheer, overwhelming numbers. We're about to uncover how these tiny titans not only stand their ground but can actually outsmart and overcome one of the planet's most feared predators. Let's first get to know our contenders. In one corner we have the green Anaconda, Eunectes murinus. This is not your garden variety snake. We're talking about a colossal constrictor, the heaviest snake in the world. They can grow up to 30 feet long and are apex predators in their aquatic habitats. With immense muscular bodies, they can take down prey as large as capybaras, deer, and even jaguars. Their strategy is one of ambush and overwhelming power. They lie in wait, perfectly camouflaged in murky waters, and when an unsuspecting animal comes to drink, they strike with lightning speed, coiling their massive bodies around their victim in a deadly embrace. The Anaconda is the embodiment of raw, solitary power. Now, let's turn our attention to the other corner. They might be small, but don't you dare call them weak. Meet the army ants. Genesis. An individual army ant is tiny, but they are never, ever alone. They operate as a single superorganism, a moving, breathing entity composed of millions of individuals. Unlike other ant species that build permanent nests, army ants are nomadic. They are constantly on the move, forming massive raiding columns that sweep across the forest floor in a relentless hunt for food. These columns, or swarms, are a terrifying force of nature. Anything that can't fly or run away fast enough is consumed. We're talking insects, spiders, scorpions, lizards, and even small vertebrates. They are a moving carpet of death, armed with powerful jaws and a coordinated attack strategy that is nothing short of military genius. Their strength isn't in individual size, it's in their perfect, unbreakable unity. The colony is everything. So, how do these two worlds collide? The Anaconda is a semi-aquatic giant, while army ants are land-based foragers. Their paths don't seem like they'd cross often, but the Amazon is a dynamic environment, especially during the dry season. As water levels recede, Anacondas are sometimes forced to move across land to find new, deeper pools of water. A large, slow-moving Anaconda, lumbering across the forest floor, is a vulnerable target. It's sluggish, out of its element, and it just might be unfortunate enough to cross the path of a migrating army ant colony. This is where the showdown begins. An Anaconda, basking in the sun, or slowly digesting a recent meal, might not even notice the first few scouts. But these scouts are the vanguard of a million-strong army. They communicate using chemical signals called pheromones. Once a scout identifies a potential food source and a massive, protein-rich snake, certainly qualifies it, lays down a chemical trail, a call to arms for the entire colony. Within minutes, the message spreads like wildfire. The Anaconda, perhaps initially annoyed by a few bites, suddenly finds itself swarmed. This isn't a one-on-one fight. It's one against millions. The ants pour over its massive body like a living tide. They are relentless. They crawl into its eyes, its nostrils, and its mouth. The Anaconda's primary weapons, constriction and a powerful bite, are almost useless here. Who does it bite? Who does it constrict? It can crush thousands of ants with a single flick of its tail, but thousands more will immediately take their place. The ants attack with a singular purpose, their sharp mandibles slicing into the snake's sensitive skin, especially around the eyes and head, while a single ant bite is just an annoyance. Tens of thousands of bites all at once are a different story. The snake thrashes wildly, trying to dislodge the relentless attackers. It rolls and twists, attempting to crush them against the ground. But the army ant colony is a fluid, adaptable force. They swarm and retreat, overwhelming the snake's defenses through sheer persistence and numbers. The anaconda is built to fight a single, large opponent, not a decentralized, multi-front war against a million tiny soldiers. The ants aren't just biting randomly. They instinctively target the most vulnerable areas. The snake's eyes are a prime target, blinding it and adding to its confusion and panic. They swarm its respiratory openings, making it difficult to breathe. It's a battle of attrition. The anaconda has immense stamina, but the ant colony's energy is practically limitless, fueled by the collective drive of the superorganism. The key to the ant's success is their incredible social structure. There are different castes within the colony. The smaller worker ants do most of the cutting and carrying, but then there are the soldiers. These are the brutes of the army ant world. They are much larger, with massive sickle-shaped jaws that are disproportionately large for their bodies. These jaws are not just for biting. They are so specialized that once they lock onto something, they often can't let go. Their role is to latch on, pin down, and create anchor points for the rest of the swarm. Imagine hundreds of these living grappling hooks sinking into the anaconda's skin. The snake, now being bitten from every direction and blinded, begins to fatigue. Its powerful muscles, designed for short, explosive bursts of strength, are not meant for this kind of sustained, agonizing ordeal. Panic and exhaustion set in. The anaconda might try to escape to reach the safety of water, but it's like trying to run while being covered in a sticky, biting blanket. The sheer weight and relentless assault of the ants slow it down. If the snake is unable to reach water in time, the outcome is grim. The ants will continue their assault until the giant is completely overwhelmed and immobilized. Once the anaconda stops moving, the colony begins the process of dismantling it. The worker ants, with their sharp mandibles, begin to slice away pieces of flesh, which are then carried back along the column to feed the queen and the larvae waiting in a temporary bivouac. In a matter of hours, a creature that was the apex predator of its domain can be reduced to a skeleton. It's a chilling testament to the power of the collective. The ants didn't win because they were stronger or faster individually. They won because of strategy, communication, and the unwavering principle of strength in numbers. They turned the anaconda's greatest asset, its size, into its greatest liability. Its massive body simply provided a larger battlefield, a bigger target for the swarm to conquer. This incredible phenomena isn't just a freak occurrence. It's a fundamental part of the Amazon's ecosystem. Army ants are a crucial cleanup crew and a regulatory force. They clear out weaker or slower animals, ensuring that only the fittest survive. They are nature's ultimate auditors. So, what can we learn from this epic jungle showdown? It's a powerful reminder that in nature, size isn't everything. Intelligence, strategy, and cooperation can overcome even the most intimidating physical power. The anaconda is a symbol of individual might, but the army ant colony is a symbol of the unstoppable power of unity. A single ant is insignificant. A million ants working together can bring down a giant. It's a story that plays out in ecosystems all over the world in different ways. The smallest organisms, when united, can shape their environment in profound ways. It's a lesson in humility for the giants and a lesson in power for the small. The Amazon rainforest is full of these incredible, mind-bending stories. It's a world where the rules of engagement are constantly being rewritten, and where survival depends on the ability to adapt and, sometimes, to work together. The battle between the anaconda and the army ants is one of the most dramatic examples of this. It's a real-life epic that proves that even in the deepest, darkest parts of the jungle, it's not always the biggest who wins the fight. Thanks so much for joining me on this journey into the heart of the Amazon. I hope this gave you a new appreciation for the incredible complexity and drama of the natural world. If you found this as fascinating as I did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the wild. What other unbelievable animal matchups would you like to see? Let me know in the comments below. Stay curious, and we'll see you on the next adventure.